We just got power back, so I just wanted to share kind of what we're looking at on our street and in our yard and what everything's looking like. A lot of damage. This was a category F12, F1 tornado, but could have been a lot worse. There's a lot of damage, but I said it could have been a lot worse. So we had this tree come down in our yard, in our front yard. I'll walk over to it. Here. You can probably hear a lot of chainsaws, and the power people are still working on trying to get that up for everybody. Last I heard there was still over 1,000 people without power in our county, but we just got it up here and it is, what time? It's about 5 o'clock p.m. So we went a couple of days without power, but you know what? It was okay. We grilled and we made coffee on the grill and we cooked all of our food, and we lost some of our refrigerator food, but it could have been a lot worse. Here's where we've already been working on cutting some of our trees down. We had a tree fall on the camper, but it didn't look like it did too much damage. We did have our windshield get smashed on our car, but at the end of our street, Detective Cindy lives, and I saw a tree had landed on one of their cars there, so pretty fortunate in that aspect. Over here we have had a fence get damaged there. Here's some of the brush we've been working on. We've been working on cutting all this down today and yesterday. And then this is one of the trees. And I am just going to pause this for a second, so I'll walk to the backyard and show you the backyard. So now I'm in the backyard, and I'll just take you to our garden beds. Thankfully didn't get too much damage. They got muddy, but we had some limbs fall on them, but wasn't anything too bad. This tree here was a Bradford pear, I think. It got pretty good. Several pieces are out on it. And then over here we have, still working on cooking dinner over the fire because that's what we were doing before the power came back on, so might as well keep at it. This is, I don't know what this tree is, but it is pretty much our yard that we worked all weekend to make so nice and pretty and clean is not so nice and pretty and clean now. All of this here got taken down. And then it's so weird because like our little compost area over here, all the eggs that were in there, all the like paper plates and stuff, all that stuff's totally fine. Like the eggs didn't get broken at all. But then you see this cinder block, it just got smashed into bits. And then there's this. This is the big tree that fell. And it's just, I mean, it just looks like, it almost looks like it's bleeding. It's just like totally down. And then this tree up here, which is one of our big trees, it's smashed. It's gonna have to come down. So in some ways, I guess it's good because we were actually talking about last week calling a tree service to have some of these trees taken down so we could, one, have some more sun on our garden, and two, not have all of this be a potential danger to our home and to our neighbors' homes. Our neighbor next door on this side over here, they did have a tree fall on their house. It didn't go through, so thankfully that was good. We just got, so apparently this building has been here for like a gazillion years. And oh, here's our plants we've been working on growing. So they're growing like crazy. I'm really glad we didn't put them on in the ground on Saturday. But this building has been here for ages, and we just worked on like making it nice and neat and organized over the weekend, and now it's just like blown out. So that's kind of unfortunate. We had some stuff all over here, and then over here on this end of the side of the fence as well as gotten some damage from this tree falling, but overall nothing fell on the house. We just had to deal without power for a couple of days, and scary 45 minutes to an hour in the closet. But honestly, we came out with our lives. We didn't have a ton of damage, and I think, you know, this is going to be okay. This is going to be probably kind of expensive to get cleaned up and fixed up, but it could be so much worse, and I'm just thankful that we live where we live. Lord was looking out for us, and we are in the county that we're in, because I just think, I don't know, I just think we live in the best place on earth. So I'm going to end the video here, but this is our yard, Dade County, Tornado 2020.